mental healing of the physical body. I'm going to share with you a few concepts and processes that are going to help you reshape your physical body and heal pains that you have, ailments that you have. Doing so is a matter of the mind. It's mind over matter. And if you believe in mind over matter, you believe you can heal yourself. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't go to the doctor anymore. I'm not saying you should not use medicine, traditional medicine, or alternative medicine. I'm giving you these tools and ideas so that you can apply them in addition to traditional medicine, in addition to that which you probably do anyway. Okay? However, I found that many of the things I use and teach are actually effective in the healing of various pains and problems. So there's really two things that come into play when healing with the mind, and that's imagination and attention. Or actually three things: intention, attention, and imagination. So it all starts with the intention to be healthy already, to be completely healed, with a firm decision and intention to heal with the power of your mind, to change your physical body, to realize that your physical body regenerates every 24 hours. That's as if every 24 hours, or 48 hours, I'm sorry, that's as if every 48 hours you get a completely new body. Okay, that would mean that if you can program your subconscious with a new idea about your body, you could look different, feel different, be different within 2 days. So it all begins with the intention, not only to be already healthy, but the intention to have this work. To have the firm intention that mind over matter is real, that you can create reality by the power of your spirit and your mind. And even though I've been teaching this for the last 30 years, it still seems so incredible to many people, no matter how many books of mine they've read and videos they've watched. They're still wondering, is it really possible to, I've been carrying this illness around for such a long time, or I've had back pains for such a long time, and so forth. Is it really possible? And I'm telling you, yes, it's really possible. I've done it with countless students, okay? Sometimes it takes a while, but it is possible. I've had healings in everything from within 2 years to 1 year to 1 month to 1 week to 1 day, even to 1 hour or just 1 minute. I've seen it all. Now, to demonstrate the way this might work, I'm going to give you a process that is a mix of attention and imagination exercises. Okay? I'm going to say, pick out a part of your body that seems unwell, or in pain, or unhealthy. Just one part for now. You can do the rest later. Where does it hurt the most? I'd like you to identify that. You're identifying the problem area, you're defining where it is. And if you know where it is, you also know where it is not. Now, having identified that, I'd like you to put your hand on it if you can. Do you know the healing power of hands? Do you know that there's energy coming out of your hands at all times? Did you know that if you put your hands on somebody with a healing intention, it has a healing effect on that person? Lay hands upon yourself. lovingly put your hands upon the pain spot. And this is of course best done when the pain is there. There's no point in doing it when there's no pain, because then you'll be recreating the pain. Okay, so if a pain is there, put your hand there. And then put all of your attention there. You can put your hand back down. And instead of laying your hands on it, you now lay your attention on it. You put all your consciousness into that spot and fill out that area. Fill out that issue. Now it could be a pain or it could be a discomfort. It could also be an area you just don't like about your body. It doesn't have to be pain. So I'm not going to call it pain from here on forward. I'm going to call it the issue. And then expand your awareness and notice what is outside of the borders of this issue. Notice in your body where it is not. Where it is not. So there's parts of your body that feel good or look good. You see what I'm doing here? You've been pinpointing the negative part. You've been focusing, and what you keep focusing on grows. And this may be the first time you're actually looking at something else. And I do recommend you look at something else more often. If you keep looking at that which is already healthy, already good, that's going to grow. And that's going to start influencing your entire body. Notice where the issue is not. That could be the rest of your body. Now, I'd like you to focus back on the issue and actually go into it again and release resistance, because resistance is one of the things that forces you to keep focusing on it, paradoxically. So I'm going to ask you to focus on it one more time now, but without resistance. Try to relax into it. And if it's a pain, see if you can relax into the pain. I know it's counterintuitive. I know it sounds crazy. Try to relax into it as you relax into a hot bath. And at first it's painful, but as you relax into it, it kind of becomes bearable. It's kind of bearable. Now, let's say this issue is the foreground of your attention. And anytime you're focused on something, there's a foreground and a background. The rest of your body is the background. Your surroundings are the background, the backdrop, that you hardly notice. Okay? See the issue as the foreground, and everything else, your surroundings, the things you hear, the rest of your body is the background. Now I'd like you to reverse that in your consciousness and have the foreground become the background and the rest of the stuff become the foreground. That is, you're suddenly emphasizing and noticing the rest of your body, everything around you, and not so much noticing the issue. See what that feels like. You should notice a change in the sensation, which proves to you mind over matter, which proves that your mental behavior can change how you feel. Now, one more thing, or let's go back and switch back and make the issue the foreground and the rest the background. Let's do that one more time. And then reverse it once more. Make the rest of your body the foreground, the issue the background. And let's do one more thing with attention. Take a part of your body that is completely healthy, feels completely free, and get a sense of what that feels like. Get a sense of what healthiness feels like. Put all your attention in that healthy part of your body. Ideally, it would be the opposite part of the one that has pain. So say if you have pain in your right knee, all your attention would now be in the left knee. If you have pain in your right ear, all the attention would now be in the left ear. Okay? Take the opposite. And once you get a real sense of what health feels like, see if you can transfer that feeling of wellness over to the other side. And imagine filling that place with this healthy energy, with this good feeling energy. See what that does. And do some more of that. And a little more, and a little more. And we're going to do one more resistance reduction. Put your attention back to the issue and imagine you'll have it forever. It's never going to go away. See if you can accept that and live a good life in spite of that. What if it never goes away? And to balance that out, we'll ask, what if it goes away instantly? What if it starts healing right this moment? What if it starts to disappear within the next hours? What if it's all gone within a few days? You see, you need to be able to imagine that for it to happen. What if it's all gone within a few days? Right, so let's move on to the imagination part. Imagine filling this area, this issue, with a liquid medicine. Let's say the color mint, and let's say this mint imaginary medicine is cool, cooling, flowing all this medicine into it. Imagine that this medicine is so powerful. Imagine it comes from heaven and it's so powerful, it's going to heal the entire area. You need really intense imagination here. And you'll notice the effect. You'll notice another reduction of your pain or issue on a scale from 1 to 10. And even if it only reduces from 6 to 5, say, that's still a reduction, and that still means you have the power in your consciousness. And then reduce it even more by adding even more of that mint green, cool energy. And then finally, to take it all the way in imagination, I'd like you to imagine a version of yourself sitting beside you or lying beside you that never had this issue in the first place, never had this pain in the first place. Let's do some of the parallel universe technique. So there's a version of you, you can imagine that version of you sitting beside you, Imagine this person never had that. It's a version of you with a different past, different present, different future. Knows nothing about that issue, did no research on it, did not focus on it, did not try to heal it, did not try to get rid of it. Let go of all of that. And then once you're ready, move in your chair or your bed or your couch, move to that position and take in that person's position. So how do you feel? Have you experienced change? If so, repeat this process until it's all gone. Have you experienced improvement? If so, repeat until it's all better, all healed. Your mind, your consciousness can heal. You can influence your own healing process. And it's best done by not giving too much attention to your body, and not applying this exercise too often, by the way, because if you become too extreme with it, that's another way of reaffirming that you're sick. You see, if you start believing you were never sick in the first place and that you're completely healthy, you're not going to use these processes too often. You're just going to use them once in a while, say every few weeks. Okay? There's a fine line between using these healing processes and overusing them in the sense that I'm sick, I'm sick, I'm sick. And that's not what we want. We want I am healthy. And I'd like you to speak in that manner. Speak as a healthy person. Never ever talk about your illness again. The words that come out of your mouth have creative power. Speak yourself to health. Neither give too much attention to the illness nor to healing it. Live in the reality and identity that you are already healthy and behave that way. Go out and do the things you would do if you felt better. And my intention is complete and perfect health and happiness for you and all the people you love.